Hey guys, welcome back in CodeSphere. So today in this video, I'm gonna implement an activity for username. So you can see that today I will show you how you can create a username activity. So you can see that when I will give a username, actually this is my name, and after giving that name, guys, when I will click on this button save name, so you can see that there is a child created of username, and inside that we have this name child, and this is my name. So guys, you may be thinking that why I'm doing it in this Firebase video streaming app. So guys, in my previous video, I promised that I will implement comments functionality. But guys, for example, that if someone will do comment on your video, on your post, so how can you know that who is that person? So guys, for recognizing that person, we need a username, and username is mandatory for implementing comments functionality. So that is why I'm gonna implement this in this video. So make sure you watch this video till last. It is going to be very easy and it will not be complicated. And guys, comments functionality, it will be 2 or 3 parts because that is a long process but easy one. Yes, so make sure you will watch this video till last. And so without wasting time, let's start. So guys, what is the first thing that we are going to do here is you can see that this is a layout directory, and inside it I have opened this is a menu directory, and inside it I have opening this search menu.xml. So guys, this is for, we need to go on that activity, and for going on that activity we need to add an item, and that item is going to be is user name. Fine, this is our id, and then guys, here I will simply give it name, that create profile. I'm just giving a profile, but we will only save username, and that is going to be a very simple thing. So guys, after this, simply come inside in this show video dot java. So what here we are going to do is just after this, guys, you can see on the screen that so before adding this, let me create the activity because it will be more easy, and then you can understand better. So let me create a new activity, and this activity, guys, is going to be our username, and that is fine. Create it, and now you can see that our Gradle build is syncing. So guys, as you can see on the screen that now our Gradle build is almost complete. So first thing that we are going to do here is let me open this activity underscore username, and we will create the layout first. So what is here we are going to do is first thing that I'm going to do is simply let me change this parent layout, and that is going to be a linear layout. And after this, guys, I will give it orientation. It is going to be vertical, and then gravity is going to be center. Fine. And after this, here I will use a text view simply for showing the username, and simply write text view. It is going to be match parent and wrap content, and then it is going to be text color, and that will be Android, and color black, obviously not this, simply a black color. And then text size, that is going to be 30 sp, and after this simply give it id is going to be username underscore text view. And then, guys, after this we are going to give is a text alignment, and that will be center. Fine. And after this, hint no username. So if there is no username, then it will show this, and if in case when we will save the username, so it will retrieve that username. Fine. So after this we will use the edit text. Yes, because we need to give input, and for this we need this. So simply match parent, and then height is going to be wrap content. And then, guys, oops, after this simply write text color, and that will be again Android black. And then, guys, simply text size, and that is again going to be 30 sp. And after this simply id, and id is going to be username underscore edit text. So we have a lot of t. Now it's fine. So after this id, we are going to do is a text alignment. Actually, that doesn't make sense in text alignment here, but yeah, you can give it if you are interested. and simply hint is enter username, then layout margin top going to be 100 dp, and then close it. Fine. And guys, after this, last thing that we are going to use is a button for saving the data. Yeah, and width is going to be match parent, height is going to be wrap content, then text is not text alignment, that is going to be text, and text will be save. Fine. Then id, the most important one, and it is going to be the username underscore save underscore btn. Fine. And then layout margin, that is going to be 20 dp. So now it is not looking good but better. Yeah, because we just need a name, and I just try to keep it so simple. As you know that I make very simple and not complicated tutorials. So guys, after creating this XML, what you need to do is simply come here inside this show video.java. So here what we are going to do is we will simply use is on options item selected. Yes, and this is for, yes, first method on options item selected. And here we are going to do is simply use a switch statement, that is going to be item dot get item id, then starting bracket, and here we are going to do is write case, and we will check which id it is. So case id dot, if it is username, so what we have given in this search.xml search menu, it is already username item. Yeah, so you can see this is the id username item, so we need it. So simply here write username item, and then here we will simply use intent equals to new intent, and that is going to be show video dot this comma username dot class. Fine. And then after this, simply a small line for implementing that intent. So start activity, paste that intent inside it. Fine guys, so you can see that, and after this we need to return true. Fine. So when the user will click on that create profile, so we will simply go to this activity username.xml. Fine. Now it's time to come here in this username.java. So guys, before this, let me show you that you have to go in this member, and what here you need to do is we have to add one more private string for username. Simply add private string, that is going to be a username, then semicolon. So fine. After this, what you need to do is simply alt plus insert, and then getter and setter methods, then enter. Fine. So now you can see that this is the getter and setter methods, we got it here. And what here we need to do is first of all, let me cut this, and I will paste it here. And then after this, let me cut this, control plus X, and then control plus V. Fine. So now we got the getter and setter methods for username. So after this guys, what I'm gonna do is go back in this, let me close this activity, and this is our username.java. So what here we need to do is we will simply create declare variable. So write text view, and that will be username underscore tv, then edit text, that is going to be username underscore et, and then after this simply write button, and that is button is going to be button, and then semicolon, then database reference, oops, database reference, and that is going to be database reference, simple. And then after this member for initializing member class. So that is how we can get that username, get username and set username. Fine. So after this guys, what here we are going to use, we again need user id. So for this simply write firebase user, that is going to be user equals to firebase auth dot get instance dot get reference. Now get instance dot get current user, and then after this simply string user id. Fine. So after this simply equals to user dot get uid, then semicolon. Fine. And after this we will simply initialize our member class, so simply write member equals to new then member class. Fine. So now we have initialized it. Actually it is a module class for retrieving data, and after this guys simply write database reference, and that is going to be equals to firebase database dot get instance dot get reference, and then here we will create a child, and that child name is going to be user name. Fine. So hope you guys are understanding that what here I'm doing is that when the user will click on the button to save the username, so it will create a child in our database of name username, and that child will, inside that child our username of that user will be saved. Fine. So after this simply write username tv, and then equals to find view by id r dot id dot username tv text view short form, and then after this username et, that is going to be find view by id r dot id dot username edit text. Fine. And after this what we are going to do is simply write button equals to find view by id r dot id dot uh, simply type username and then username save btn then semicolon. So guys, now we have given the reference, so it's time to call that button. Simply write button dot set on click listener method new then on click listener method. And guys, inside it what we are going to do is first of all let's declare a string, and that is going to be username equals to and username et dot get text dot to string. So after this simply check if username dot is empty, so we will show a toast message, please enter your name. Fine. And if it is not null, it means that the user have written something. Then we are going to do is member dot set name, that is going to be username, and after this guys database reference dot child, so child is going to be user id, and then dot set value, it is going to be member semicolon. And guys, after this go outside of this method, and here we are going to use on start, because with that we are also going to retrieve that value. So simply type on start, you can see this is method and then on start. So what here we are going to do is simply guys, first thing that you are going to do is Firebase. Actually we can copy these codes from here, so simply copy these two lines from here, control plus C, and then go inside this on start, paste it here, and after this simply write database reference dot child. So actually here we are using, I mean we are doing validation that is it exist or not. So simply write add value event listener then new then value event listener. So guys, what actually here we are doing is you can see that this is our database reference for username. So if there is any child exist of value user id, so it will check. So if there is any data exist, so we can retrieve it. So inside that on data change what we are going to do is simply write database snapshot dot exist, it will check. Fine. What it will check, that is there is any string exist of username, and that will be data snapshot dot child, and child name is going to be name, or first thing that let me, so guys for this first of all So guys, for this let me open Firebase console, and then we will run this app and we will check that what is the name of the child that is creating in database. So it's time to, let me first of all comment this and then run it. Fine, and then open this Firebase console. So first of all we will check that what is the name of our child that will be created in database. So code spare and then database. So guys, you can see that this is our database where we have this video child and this likes, so that we are implementing in our previous video. So what here we will do is, let me open this app and then simply click on this show video, and then we will go in this activity show videos, and then after this simply click on this. You can see this is showing create profile, so click on it. So now guys, you can see that there is no string, no data, that is why it is showing no username. So let me enter a name. So here I will give my name Rajan Sharma, and after this guys, when I will click on this button save, so you can see that there is a child created of name username. Inside it, this is our user ID and this is our name. So this is the name of that child. So yes, that is all we needed. So after this, simply go back, and then guys, what we are going to do is go back in Android Studio, and yes, so I was right. So after this, simply write this child, then dot get value dot toString. Fine, so it will simply get the value of that username. And guys, then after this, what we are going to do is, simply in that else statement, show a toast message that no username. Fine, so that is a very easiest part. And after this guys, that is all for saving data. So it's time to run this app, and this time when you will open the app, so it will simply retrieve that value, and database and then app. You can see there is no error in our Android app. So let me click on this show videos, then click on this for create profile, and now so what is the mistake here we are doing is, guys, we have to set the text. So simply write username tv dot set text, and that is going to be username. Fine, and now run this app again, and guys, this time we will retrieve the name in this text view, and now we are not retrieving because I have not written this line of code. So after this, go again, click on this show video, and then after this click on this create profile, and guys, after this, so as you can see that this is our username, and now it is successfully retrieved. And if I will give any other name like code spare, and guys, after this, if I will click on this, so you can see that our name is changed here. Fine, so you can see that our name username is saving successfully and retrieving. So that is, the first part is complete. So after this guys, what here we are going to do is, you can see that, so let me open this code spare app, and here, uh, let me open this item.xml so you can understand more easily. So now it's time to close this username.java and username.xml, we don't need it, and also this show video. So what here after this we will do is, this is, you can see this is our item.xml, and guys, here I'm already implementing this image button. you can see this is the image button and this is a code for this image button. You can pause the video, write the codes, but yeah, I'm already implementing it. And if you guys may be thinking that where I'm getting this image button, so I have already shown you in this previous tutorial that how you can get these drawables. So simply click on this, then new, then vector asset, and see this is comments. Fine, you can get it. That is a very easy step. And let me also tell you that how you can improve this like this image button. So first thing you need to do is add a background that is going to be Android, then transparent. Fine. And then its height is going to be match parent. Fine. And also this should be match parent. Oops, I think wrap content is better. So you can see that now our likes is looking good. Let me give it padding. Padding is going to be 5 dp. Fine. So now you can see that there is also make it 9. Yes, so now you can see there is a difference between there is a difference in this like and this likes text. Fine. And this is our image button. You can see this is a code for that image button. So is after you need to add this code in this item.xml, and then simply go here in view holder.java, because we need to give we need to initialize this comment button. So what here we need to do is, you can see this is already a image button for likes, so also add one for comment btn, and then come inside this set like status, simply type comment button equals to item view dot find view by id, find view by id r dot id dot comment open activity. So let me show you that. Go back in activity item.xml. So you can see this is id comment activity open, this is the image button, and this is the id for comment activity open. Fine. After this guys, you need to come here back in show video.java, and what here you need to do is that is a simple part. Just after this you can add one more line, is simply you can do is after this here set like status key, simply write holder dot comment button dot set on click listener method, then new, then on click listener method. Yes guys, so now there is a thing that you need to make sure, keep it in mind, that when the user will click on that comment button, so what we will do, we will go in the activity where we will do comments. But now we don't have any activity, so let's create one more activity. So create a new activity and then empty activity. Its name is going to be comments activity. Simply, yeah, let us comments activity. Fine, then enter. So now you can see Gradle build is syncing. So guys, now our Gradle is almost synced and it is complete. So let me go back and show videos.java. So here what we will do is we will use intent for going in that activity. So simply write intent, then intent equals to new intent, and that is going to be show video dot this. So we will go on comments activity dot class. Fine. But guys, one thing that you need to make sure, keep it in mind, we will also pass that post key for with this intent, because we will need it later in that activity. So simply give it name post key. Fine. And after this simply paste here that post key. Now what is the post key? So guys, let me show you that start activity and then intent. Fine. So what is this post key, you may be thinking. So guys, this is a post key, is a key that is for the video. Yes, you can see that this is final string post key dot get reference. So that is a key of that particular video post, and we need it in this comments activity. That's why I'm doing it. Fine. So after this, let me close this files that we don't need. So this is our comments.xml. This is activity, comments activity. So after this, guys, simply come here in this comments activity, and so guys, I think this is enough for this tutorial, and in next part we will implement this comments activity, and we will do the comment, and this may be going to be, I think it will be 2 or 3 parts series, but I will try to cover it as soon as I can. So if you like this video, then please like, share and subscribe my channel, and please press the bell icon so you will never miss any update, and next part will be out soon. Yes guys, thank you for watching.